Hey guys, welcome back to another movie review. So last night I saw the movie Pacific Rim, and since I haven't uploaded a video in a while, I thought I could give my opinion about the movie and review it. So without further ado, here's my Pacific Rim movie review.
Pacific Rim.
So if you didn't know already, Pacific Rim is directed by Guillermo del Toro, the guy that directed Labyrinth and the Hellboy movies. So when I heard that he was directing Pacific Rim, I was extremely excited. Not only because he's one of my favorite directors, but also because it's a movie about giant robots fighting giant monsters. So immediately I was hooked. Now what's the movie about? The movie is about these giant monsters called the Kaiju come up from the ocean from a portal, and they are pretty much destroying the whole human race. So mankind reacts by making these huge giant mechs called the Jaegers to pretty much beat the shit out of them. Quite honestly, I couldn't have think of a better way. As far as the story goes, it's actually pretty good. The writing is good for the most part, the actors do a fairly good job. The guy that plays the main character of this movie, he does a pretty good job. He gets the job done. He's like the guy from Tron Legacy. He does a pretty good job, but he's not the most memorable actor in this movie. Idris Elba, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, he does an amazing job. He's awesome in this movie, but to be honest, he's awesome in every movie he's in. Ron Perlman is awesome. The two scientists are pretty cartoony, but I like them. They're really smart, they're funny, and they're cool. But I can't say that for everyone else. I know there's going to be some people out there that's going to find these characters a little annoying, but it's forgivable. But the one character I really liked in this movie was the love interest Mako, or Mako, whatever how you pronounce it. Usually when there's a love interest in a movie, sometimes they can be really generic and cliched, but for this movie's case, Mako is a really awesome character. She's really shy, but she's not afraid to go out and beat the shit out of monsters, and she's just an awesome character. I love her. And her backstory is actually pretty sad too. And I hope the actress gets more work after this movie because she did a really good job. Now as for the action scenes, they are freaking amazing. When there's an action scene happening, you think to yourself, man, it cannot get better than this. But then it gets better. It's just really good. It's all shot really wide so you can see what's happening. All the robots and monsters move in relative speed. It's just so freaking amazing. And the special effects are absolutely phenomenal. Now one of the best things about Guillermo del Toro is that he will only use CGI if he needs to. Obviously he used CGI for the Kaiju and the Jaegers, but there'll be other scenes where he uses animatronics. Like for example, there's this one scene where this guy is holding this giant bug leech and it's all animatronic and it looks freaking real. If this movie had any other director, everything in this movie would have been CGI. Now the only thing I didn't really like in this movie is that in the very beginning, the writing is really corny. Like the main character and the brother, they're talking like really cocky and like, hey, let's go fishing. It just sounds really corny. But fortunately, it's only in the beginning, so that's good. So as a final verdict, I give Pacific Rim a 9 out of 10. It's really good, it's awesome, it's definitely worth going to the movies and seeing it. Guillermo del Toro, you did a great job. Now make Hellboy 3 already.